Right,
Yes.
we're on. We are on. Apologies for being late, ladies and gentlemen. Monday night traffic was the cause. Anyway, let's jump into it. Welcome to episode 52 of Crypto Waffle. Today's topics are: what are privacy coins and why are they flying? What's next for useless, which is a meme coin CryptoSI has been following, and our PolyMarket bets that we made on our Waffle AMA on Saturday. We're going to run you through the bets placed, why we've placed them, and if we need to do anything with them currently. So, fill us in. What's useless first? I want to cover useless because I keep hearing this. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Tell me about it.
I've got no idea. I've got no idea. What I do know is that this thing has been bouncing around between 20 cents and 40 cents. Let me share my...
Is it the one on Sol, yeah? 200 mil market cap?
Yeah, that's the jobby.
I'm looking at it now.
This
Looks
one.
decent.
It seems to just not be going away. And then in the recent drawdown that we had, it dropped all the way down to like 15 cents.
Yeah.
And if we look back, it was as high as 40. But over the past few months, you see how it's just been ranging nicely, but like really volatile. Like it always returns.
Yeah, range bound.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a bit clearer if I show the DEX screener chart.
Hold on. Let me give you back the reins.
Oh,
so yeah, it's just a regular you've got the rock now. It's just a regular meme coin that I think has got some legs in it.
Just basically been in a range in 14 cents to call it 40 cents since near enough June. So just
and it's
been
near the bottom
bound.
of that range.
Yeah, it's literally just bounced off the bottom.
So maybe a decent time to pick some up.
Possibly. The other thing I was looking at a minute ago, so if I just go back. So before I drew the range, I had these channels drew, and we broke out of the channel, which is why we made this run up to the top. A nice retest, breakout, retest, continuation, a slightly new high, which ended up being a fake out of the prior highs, hence why we had this sell-off reversal, or you could say it was due to the liquidation event, whatever. But we've now had a recapture of that area. So we could be in for another move to the upside again. We'd have to see. But what you wouldn't want to do is lose.
Unless we're in that descending channel.
Descending channel is typically bullish. So, I mean, the key is we don't lose this 14 cents. That's the key. In the short term, yes, you don't want to lose this diagonal white line, but main thing is the 14 cents. That's what we don't want to lose. But yeah, it looks quite good. So is that something you got your eye on? Is it?
Yeah, one I've got my eye on. I should go and get some of it really, but I'm kind of trying not to do too much. So
right, okay.
I'm just going to look at it and keep quiet. I'll tell you what I have been doing today though. I've been having a serious word with myself.
Why is that?
In our chat, we're both in a group with Crypto Simba.
Yeah.
And he posted something today about a new institution coin called Canton.
Right.
So I thought, right, let's go and have a look at this. And oh my gosh, I hate these things. I hate them, right?
Well, you want to short it?
Yeah, like really bad. But it's XRP all over again for me, right?
Okay.
So
it's another version of XRP, is it?
It's just a new XRP. It's not XRP, but it's another one of those tokens where the old crypto extremists, let's just say, people like myself, who are like, yeah, you have to have nodes, it has to be decentralized, you can't have one person owning all the tokens, You've got to have emissions strategy. You can't just be like, we'll just create tokens whenever you feel like, etc., etc. We will turn our nose up at tokens like XRP and then live to regret it. Sometimes. More often than not, we don't. But sometimes we do. Now, Canton is another one. Similar. But I decided, right, I'm not just going to throw this one away. I'm going to pay attention and have a look and see. So I've done some fundamentals. Done some fundamental research, right? So first thing I done was I watched a nice video that was shared for us in that group. The second thing I done was...
Is it CC, the ticker?
Yeah, this is the one. It's this one here.
Yeah.
So the interesting part... So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I want to short it, but there's a huge but. I listened to a podcast when they were talking, and this is from like a year ago, and they were talking about all the things that Canton's going to do, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And it just sounded like word salad. All they've really got is a fancy distributed database.
Right, okay.
I know they will not like me saying that, but that's what it is. And the issue is, the problem is, and the reason why I've had to have a talk to myself is that all of the big boys are involved.
Okay.
So they are saying that BlackRock are there. Oh, where can I want to show you all the... Well, here's one of them, right? Here's one of the...
Have they not got an investor relations page or something?
I've got to share it so that I'm sharing the whole window, haven't I? Let me share this window.
Most likely, sir. Most likely.
I think this works better. Does it work better like this?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, so here it just says all the guys that are involved, right?
Yeah.
Now attracting Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, Deutsche Bank. It's not just a name. It's like these guys are testing it, and I'm quite sure you can't just make that stuff up, right? So I believe they are testing it, and this is where all the money is. And then if you go to their investment page to see who's invested in their Series E, which was a couple of months ago, there are some... Oh, let's go back. There are some serious names here. Oh, I just want to... Just show me the whole thing. Where will it show me? I just want to see all of the investors. I just want to see all the investors.
That's the
anyway, here we can see Goldman Sachs, in case you don't need to see either.
There you go. So right, Polychain Capital, YZI Labs, that's a bit of Binance, isn't it?
Oh, is that who that is?
I think that's a Binance incubator, I believe.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Goldman Sachs. Circle,
stablecoin.
Yeah, BNP Paribas.
Citadel as well. Seven Bridges. Yeah, they got the big boys with them.
All of the big boys are here. Paxos as well, another one. All the big boys are here. So, with these guys being involved, it's worth a punt. The scary part is, I'll show you.
You're buying at some zooped up price, I imagine.
4 billion. Well, it was 5 when it came out. Yeah, so it's...
To be fair, I mean, since the peak, we're already down 33%.
Yeah,
I think that's one to put on our watch list. So if we do that standard 70 to 80% drop.
Yeah. So that's what Simba said in his group. He said, don't buy it now. Wait for it to sell off properly and then get it.
Yeah, like every coin does.
Yes. Yeah. This one will be no different. But it's the whole thing is really strange, right? Because they've got this all of these developer pathways, and they're doing hackathons. One starts today, but it's a permission chain, which means that it's not open to everybody. And I was looking into like the technical docs, and even to run a validator, like you can run it on an average computer. So a good computer, I would say. I shouldn't say average.
So not like an average computer.
Yeah, like you could run it on a computer that you would expect a person to have in their house.
Right.
It's not built for like high frequency trading or anything like that. Like finality does come in seconds, so it's not supposed to be mega fast, but it's permissioned, which means that I can't just build an app and add it to their network. And their network is not even really a network. It's kind of small channels for these large institutions to talk to each other, which technically means it's not crypto at all because there is no way to verify. No independent way to verify, let me say. You consistently have to trust the people that are the validators, and the validators are chosen by these people. So it's a really strange one, which I would generally scoff at had it not have been brought to us by Simba, and had I not have had to eat my words with XRP.
Yeah.
So
something to watch.
This is what I've spent the day watching, this Canton.
I'm going to stick it on the Crypto Waffle watch list.
I feel like it'll be around for a while, but I feel like this 4 billion is rich. A bit rich for my blood.
Fair enough.
So that's what I've been doing today. Had a look at that. Overall, another corporate coin, like real institution coin. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it works, but I think it'll be one of those ones whereby it gets pumped with news. Yeah. So maybe like World Liberty Financial. Yeah, World Liberty Financial might turn around and say, "Oh, we're going to start pushing Canton Network," and then everyone's going to be like, "Oh, all the institutions are going to use Canton Network." So, interestingly enough, I was looking into the tokenomics as well, and it turns out that the real reason for the token to exist is that the fees on the network optionally can be paid for in the token. It's optional.
Right, okay.
So you're buying it similar to why you would buy Ethereum for people to pay fees in a token. The difference being with Ethereum, first of all, everybody has to pay their fees in a token, so it's not optional. But second of all, because it's actually got validators and it's permissionless, the fees will be higher. So with a permission network, it's kind of easy to make the fees be low. The fact that you don't need a hard computer to do the transactions kind of shows that there's no competition for it. So the fees are kind of whatever the people colluding feel like having the fees be, which more than likely will be quite low. So it's going to be interesting, I think. It's going to be interesting.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring, so on the subject of the old watching stuff go down 70%, and then that's when you buy it. So do you remember we had the hype about Circle being released in the stock market? Yeah. Becoming a private company? What do you think that's done since it come out?
Shot up to the moon.
Yeah.
And then give us 80%. 80% back.
Nearly. We went down as low as 68. Near enough.
70%
so
down.
I don't know if you can see that. Near enough, 68% down. So, obviously not to... Go on.
Do you think the sell-off is done?
I don't know. This is what I'm looking for. So typically when you for reference and technicals, Bollinger Bands, whenever you're outside of the Bollinger Band, you typically get some sort of reversal. I think we likely get some sort of reversal to the upper end of this falling wedge, which also coincides with this old gap, which is going to be acting as resistance, as well as some technical resistance in here. You've also got what looks to be some sort of small head and shoulders top here, and the technical breakdown for that, I believe, is nearly met. Yeah, called it pretty much met. So I'd be watching this for a bottom. Now, to watch it for a bottom, I'd probably look at the 4 hour. I mean, I don't really do much less than the 4
And
hour.
you can make that. Can you make that screen bigger? Because why is it so small?
What do you mean? Is it small? Is
Like
it?
on my, on mine. I don't know. Maybe mine's different then.
Let me stop sharing it. I'll share just that screen rather than the entire window. Better?
No, same. Still, things are like sharing by freeze. Never mind.
Well, yeah. So to watch for a bottom, first of all, you'd probably want to look at the 4 hour / 1 hour. 1 hour is a bit small for me. You want to probably look for some divergences first. But like I say, bigger time frame on the daily, we're outside the Bollinger Band. So in the short term, I expect some sort of reversal. We've also got some sort of earnings coming up soon. But this again is something to watch. Keep on the radar. I will actually add this to the Waffle watch list as well, just for future reference, because we will, when the time is right, could be looking to pull the trigger on it. So let's see.
Well, when would you go for that? At the depth of the bear market?
It depends. Really, it depends what the price action is saying. Because if we're down 70%, I mean, it's not to say it can't go lower, because Coinbase, just as an example, let me just get the percentage correct. After that launched, it went down pretty much 90%. So it's not to say that they can't go down further.
Does Circle do anything outside of crypto?
Don't believe so. Possibly. I don't know the ins and outs. All I know is that's exposure to have, or that is a way of having exposure to stable coins.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So if from a TradFi point of view, if you want access to stable coins in a stocks and shares ISA in the UK, that's what I'd look at. And that's something that I'm monitoring for that reason. Because obviously it's another way of getting access to, or what's the word I'm thinking of here? Yeah, access to crypto, but within a tax-free or a tax beneficiary account in the UK. So it's something to watch. And obviously, they're not going to launch it just to send it to the floor. They're going to send that at some point. It's just a matter of when. So it's just a matter of monitoring it. And to be fair, like, you can let this stuff bottom. Wait until you see a confirmed bottom, then go in. There's no point in trying to guess the bottom, because, like I said, Coinbase went down 90%, so that could fall again another 60, 50% from where it is now to get to that full 90 before then reversing. I mean, you can ladder in. If you've got a set amount of capital you wanted to put in, you could maybe start laddering. But personally, I'd probably wait for the bottom and then start going in. And then what might be a good idea, just thought of this on my head, is maybe coming out of something like Coinbase and going into Circle as a more direct play.
I'll tell you what is interesting when we're talking about stable coins. I'll show you, actually. You'll love this.
Did you get the one that was, are you thinking what I'm thinking? The whale alert a minute ago about them being printed?
No, I don't think you've heard this news. So this is on cryptowaffle.news, our
well, yes, I've seen this.
Site.
Yeah.
Have you seen this today?
Yeah. But you know what? So first of all, I was worried. But no, I'm not worried, because it's only relevant to UK pound stablecoins and no one holds them. So who cares?
No.
Yeah, I did some digging. It's only relevant to people holding pound stablecoins.
So the Bank of England said you can only hold £20,000 in UK like GB stablecoins, but you can hold what, 10 million?
Well,
they
haven't said anything on dollar or euro stablecoins. I was concerned at first. I was like, well, this is just like, what is this about? Are they stupid? But then actually looking into it,
I think they mean £20,000 worth of whatever stablecoin.
Well, I haven't seen that like explicitly. I've seen nowhere mentioning that you can't hold like $24,000 stablecoins. From what I've read.
Systematic. issuers to hold some of their reserve central bank deposits could actually give GBP-backed stablecoins a structural edge. Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's not dollar stablecoins.
Do you know what? Sometimes, who are these people and how did they get these jobs?
They're so stupid. Actually, no, they're not stupid. So the problem is they probably don't actually understand what they are, or they don't understand the space. It's an education thing.
Yeah, but
And normally, even if they did
how could they
understand
not?
it, but do you know why they're probably not? Probably because they're old. Everyone in the UK, right, it's a bit like America, where everyone that's in a position of power is ancient and they can't be asked to learn about new things. Why would you when you're going near to retirement? Like, you just
I'll tell
want
you
to.
what I did. I'll tell you what I did see some years ago. A job opening for someone to be an advisor to the government on cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
That would be a good job, but I think I'd get fed up of it after a week.
Fella, guess how much they were offering as a wage?
It's going to be shit, isn't it? It's going to be like minimum wage. Like minimum wage, probably.
£70,000 a year.
Well, that's not too bad. Better than I thought you were going to say, to be honest.
No, I think that's shocking. I think anybody who understands crypto and does anything in the crypto sphere, any job you're going to get.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know why that's good though? Because if you like crypto, you're going to go there for 70 grand, and you know exactly what you're going to do with that salary. So you're going to invest it straight into crypto, aren't you? Realistically,
I don't think that. I don't think that the government of the UK should be taking advice from anybody who is prepared to do the job for 70k. I don't think the government. I think that the government of the UK should be getting the best and brightest minds in the industry as best as they can.
yeah, they want to be talking to like Brian Armstrong, CZ, all the big exchange founders.
We got over here. We've got who have we got? We've got like Mark Lamb, and we've got
I don't even know any names in the UK.
Yeah, no, we've got a few.
I can't tell you anyone.
There's a Scottish guy. Vinay Gupta. He's like a Scottish Indian guy. Like
Right.
There are a lot of people that we have who know this stuff. Vinay helped launch Ethereum. Gavin Wood. Well, I suppose he's not a finance guy, but he is another guy who helped launch Ethereum. He's another English guy. He's a doctor. Why don't you get him? Like, you can't go and get Matey Boy and give him the same amount.
Because they want someone that's come through the university process, that has no experience with this.
You can't pay them what you would pay a decent estate agent. It doesn't make sense. You've got and that's the reason why we end up with this nonsense.
The trouble is, though, they'd hire someone, I guarantee you could do minimal work, and you'd still get the salary.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
What do you really need? What do you really need to tell them?
Buy Bitcoin. It's not hard, but they're not going to listen to you anyway. Obviously, there's probably more to the job front than just buy Bitcoin and then going in around the Houses of Parliament explaining what digital assets are to people that struggle to buy gold. I mean, although to be fair though, if you enjoyed the job or you enjoy talking about crypto and educating people, it's probably a good job for someone. And like I say, they probably won't actually care about the money side of things. They're gonna be doing what they do in the crypto space anyway, regardless of salary.
I just thought it was a bit of a lowball offer from the government in Blighty. I just felt like if you're gonna get someone to advise you on what to do,
should we apply for it?
Oh, that was years ago. I think it's gone now.
We'll have to see if it's still going.
Yeah, no, I looked at it and I thought, no, they clearly don't want you really. Yeah. If they're paying you that pittance, they clearly don't want you really.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
You're better off just buying Doge and holding it.
Exactly. But who are we to tell them that?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go into our first, well, not our first topic, but another topic of ours today, privacy coins. So, why have privacy coins been going nuts? Or why do you think they've been going nuts?
I have no idea, right? But I'll tell you what I do know.
Go on.
Let's go here. Let's have a look at this. What I do know, what I will show you is, yes, if we look on Zcash, where was Dash? Monero has been doing quite well. It's another privacy coin.
I mean, over the last 7 days, you've got FIRO. I'm just looking on CoinMarketCap, privacy coins market cap. You've got FIRO up 86%, COTI up 78%, Zera up 71%. You got Zcash up 42%, Oasis up 44%, Xano up 37%. Today, Xano's up 15%. So
these are real privacy coins. FIRO in particular, it's another one. Oh, I don't know what technology they're using now. All right, so for those that
never heard of FIRO actually.
It's probably me gassing about them. So for those that don't know, I made my bones in crypto with a privacy project called PivX, which is this one, which has also done quite well, but it's having a pretty horrible day. But over the last 7 days, pretty horrible week, actually.
PivX actually doing anything in this?
Well, yeah, so we was hovering around 16 million, shot up to 37. Price, let's do price. Anyway, so you've got these privacy coins, and the modern bunch, well, let's say how they started. They all started with the first one of any note was the daddy of them all. Oh, not anymore.
Monero?
All the way down. Monero. So this was the daddy of them all. A guy called Fluffy Pony was their poster child.
Fluffy Pony.
Fluffy Pony, his name was, and he was fantastically obnoxious and moderately brilliant. And they built Monero. It was great. It actually worked. Still works now. It's the argument against it is that it was privacy by obfuscation. Now, I need to pick my words carefully.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I'm looking at CoinMarketCap, and I've just clicked on the privacy sector and put in market cap like from top to bottom, and the new coin that we discussed at the start, Canton's there.
Yeah.
Why is that classed as a privacy coin?
Well, they spoke about privacy a lot in their pitch or podcast, because they've got a structure whereby the validators are trusted, and the network is more like a intranet than the internet. So it's more like a small subset where people can have channels where they only speak to each other. That gives them privacy. So it's not privacy in the traditional sense, but your transactions aren't public because it's not a big shared public ledger like we're used to. So they're what they're offering, for my money, it's not really a blockchain.
You'd still, I take it, you still wouldn't use that over something like Monero or Zcash or Dash.
You could do. You could do if you trust them, and that's the difference. So it's privacy, but it's trusted privacy.
You trust the VCs.
You have to trust whoever, or not necessarily the VCs, but whoever is the validators. You have to trust them. With Monero, it's permissionless and trustless. So, could you put Canton in there? I wouldn't put Canton in there for the same reason I wouldn't put Litecoin in there. Is Litecoin in there?
Yeah, it is. Second.
So they're calling Litecoin a privacy coin as well?
Yeah, so top 5 is Zcash, Litecoin, Monero, Canton, and Dash. Yeah. So Dash wasn't even originally a privacy coin off the bat, was it?
It was originally.
But it was.
Brilliant story there as well.
Right.
So Monero works with privacy by obfuscation, which involves taking the transactions and somehow hiding what actually happened. So you can either jumble them up, which is what Dash does, just jumbles them all up.
Is that the same sort of thing as Tornado
techniques.
Cash?
No. So Tornado Cash is what we know as zero knowledge. So that is a question of you. There's different ways to do it, but effectively, the new coins or the coin where it's moved to has no history of where it was before. So if I send you a coin, you have the coin, but the coin doesn't have a history. So it's not like your coin came from me. Your coin just appeared in your wallet. That's how Tornado Cash and other things like that work.
Okay.
And Zcash is a similar one, which also worked by zero knowledge, as far as I remember. FIRO also did. I believe it probably still does. And Dash. So these privacy coins, they are all very, very useful, but there was previously a real attack against them. So the devs of Tornado Cash most recently were arrested. I think one of them was released and one of them is still not released. For the best of my knowledge, I can't quite remember. There was a period of time where all of these privacy coins were being delisted from exchanges. So the governments were like, you can't be listing this stuff, and pressured the exchanges. The exchanges then took them off. So Monero would have got delisted. So if we check here what markets you can get it in, interestingly, it's not on Binance. Interestingly, it's not on Coinbase.
Not on any of the majors.
It's not on any. Well, it's not on the really, really big boys. It's on Kraken, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's because of the worry about regulation. Now, FIRO will probably be the same. I remember FIRO was on Binance for a time. But if we check what markets,
a lot of the smaller exchanges like CoinX, MECX, they seem to have most of them. Listed.
So I don't know if people are betting on the privacy coin hostility, let's say, being lifted, and then these coins starting to be listed on Coinbase, and I don't know, all the other places where they previously weren't available, which would skyrocket the volumes that these things can do.
I mean, trading volume today just in privacy is nearly enough 10 billion.
Yeah, which makes sense because these things are really useful, and they are a real use case for crypto.
Do you hold any privacy coins at all?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do. Monero,
which ones?
I've got FIRO. FIRO have got these things called master nodes.
Right.
Whereby you help to secure the network by having one big node. I've got Dash. I've got pretty much all of them.
The only one I've got is the one you told me about, Xano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I've got. Well.
It has done very well.
Kind of like
you first told when you told me about it, it was $3. It's now sit at 15.
Yeah. I didn't buy it myself though, which is clever.
Yeah.
Not at the time. I think I ended up buying it at like 8 after it was like a pullback. Oh wow, 15.
Yeah. It's on the verge of all-time high break as well.
Yeah, so I like to see these privacy coins doing well. I like to see the Dino coins doing well. Zcash, those guys, they were primarily from a group called the Electric Coin Company, and they were a bunch of researchers and engineers who pretty much revolutionized the game of privacy. With a lot of the papers that they wrote and then the implementations that they've done. So it's really good to see it happening. It's a welcome change.
A question for if someone hasn't got any privacy coins, like now, and they're watching everything move, Do you reckon now's a good time to maybe pick a couple up? If so, what ones are you touching? What aren't you touching?
I'm touching.
Shall I have a look at some charts?
I'll tell you my three that I'm touching for fundamental reasons. Number one is FIRO.
What's the ticker for that one? FIRO.
Yeah, okay. That's the one. That's the one I'm getting first.
Okay.
That's the one I'm getting first.
That chart doesn't look great.
No, because they've been dead, haven't they? So all of these are going to have dead charts apart from Monero. But the market cap is 500. And if it goes back to all-time highs, well, it's down 97%.
Yeah, it goes to all-time highs. You're looking at about 48x.
Yeah.
And we're on the verge. I mean, I'll share my screen in a moment. What are the other ones? Sorry, just to...
right, so I'll do three, right? The second
we'll get
one
them all
I
up
will
and
go for...
we'll have a look at charts.
Second one I would go for would be PivX.
Okay, yeah.
I think, to be fair...
Is that bias, though, because you used to be there?
Yeah, a lot of that might be sentimental reasons. But also, because I was there, I know how belligerent those guys are. So I know that they're not prepared to ever shirk on privacy, and they have got good developers there.
Right.
So that would be the second one. And the third one would be Dash, which was my entrance into altcoins. This was the first altcoin I ever really paid attention to. Market cap is pretty high at the moment, to be fair. That's crazy.
That's a big candle. When did Dash first come out?
It used to be called Dark Coin or
Dark Coin.
I think it was called X Coin first, and then they changed it to Dark Coin, and it was a privacy coin at the time. But like I said, it was that like mulching it up. So it was X Coin, it was Dark Coin, and in those days, it was cool to be called Dark something. Like all the crypto people were like, "Oh yeah, let's call it Dark Coin, X Coin, and all that kind of crap." And it had this guy called Evan Duffield, ginger-headed guy, and he was like the developer. In those days, you know, like in Memecoins, you'll say, "Oh, the dev," like it will be one guy. So he was like the guy that done it, and it had this really awful launch where he ended up with a big chunk of it, and a few of his pals ended up with a big chunk of it, and everybody called it a scam or whatnot. Like, yeah. Fast forward, yeah, they added masternodes, they added governance, which is done through the masternode. So the new coins that come online, 10% of those go towards funding the development of the network.
Is it still,
which is the reason why these things don't die.
Is it still worth trying to run a masternode on these things or not?
It's expensive, but yes, it's still worth it. Let me show you. All right, this is good, right? So if I go to, what's it called? Dash Central.
We're still seeing your CoinGecko screen, just the FYI.
Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see that.
Right, so here is where all the people do all their chit chat. So what happens is, let's look at the budget. So in 11 days, or the voting deadline is 8 days, 11 days, the payout will happen. There's 6,000 Dash available of 7,500 Dash, which if I go, I'm going to quickly go back to CoinGecko to tell you how much that is worth.
Dash price is what, $77?
$77, yeah. So there's 7,000, so it's about 500,000. And this is every month. Right, so every month, that's roughly how much they kick out to pay. It used to be lower than that when the price was lower. But this is where it becomes a positive feedback loop. As the price of the token goes up, their budget for building also goes up. Now, they're operating under this thing which we call a DAO. So this guy, Shenmik, he's a developer, and he will go and build stuff, and he'll say, right, I'm going to go and build X, Y, and Z for this network, and you give me 100 Dash, for me to go and do this.
And I take it he can put forward like a document of what he wants to build. Is that right?
Yeah. So that's what he's done here, and then people will come and chat about it.
Right. Okay.
So this guy's here, look, too pricey, and you get this all the time. It's really annoys when people say that. Dash price quadrupled, but you keep asking for the same amount of Dash, like when price was $20. All right, well, you do something then, Gonzo. Big nose. So that's how it works. Different people. So this Dash marketing. Oh no, let's go to somebody that I know. Desert Links. I know this guy. He's asking for
23 grand.
23,000 Dash per month for marketing. So what he wants to do is to create a globally available, reloadable, non-KYC debit card for Dash. So you use your Dash, you load up your debit card, and you go off and you thing it. The service is provided by these people, Zebek, and it will be another service for this Dash network. He wants it because he wants people to be spending Dash. This guy he's really smart. Cost of this integration is 70,000. Now, I think he probably put this out before the price rallied.
Right, okay.
That's why he's asking for so much, because if it's 70,000, he's asking for 25,000 in one go. So yeah, so that's how it works. So these projects like Dash, for my money, are brilliant. Like they're like actual crypto, not just a meme. We'll do whatever we can. Like there is legs in it. So those are the three I would go for.
I'm just going to chart those quickly. So this is PivX. This is when we had Jeff on. These were our predictions. We were obviously down here, and we were right, just in time. Eventually, we were right just in time. So this is PivX, and it has been, you could say, a down only, or descending, broadening wedge, whatever you want to call it. But the key thing is that we are on a weekly basis up above the 100-day SMA, which is the purple line. That's the key. The key is we now hold that as support, and you'd like to see some sort of trend lower. On a bigger time frame, and I mean much bigger time frame, so I'm talking maybe take us into early 26, we could be in for a big head and shoulders bottom. If you were to get something like that, and if it did work, let's say we broke out here, you could look at PivX going to 150, but you probably won't know that until like August 26. So you're probably about a year away.
Well, remember the previous all-time high was like $10 or $15, something like that.
Oh, was it? Maybe I'm looking at a shit chart.
No, it's just how dead it's become.
Yeah, but normally the charts have all the history.
Oh, yeah, but this one, it's only going back to 2025. Oh, okay. So it should go back to 2016. So I don't know why it's not showing it all.
Who's going to have the most data? Possibly this one.
Binance.
There we go. Boom.
Look at that run up in 2017.
Yeah, that's foul. That is.
We were the talk of the town, mate.
Donkulous.
We were ranked number 9 at one point.
Yeah, I mean, although there's an argument to say your low might be in, because you've got a low here and a technical higher low here. But what you want to see now is a higher high. So you'd be looking for a break of this descending channel, wedge, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, on a weekly, the key is that we're back above the 100-day SMA, which is this green line. We want to be holding this as support. We fail, we likely have some sort of sell-off coming our way again. FIRO, on the verge of breaking out. Holy crap, if that breaks out, you'll likely see 24 down the road. It's a serious gains. But you want confirmation, preferably on the monthly, of a breakout.
FIRO's got a guy called Ruben, and he's like their poster child. And
is he a developer for them? Is he?
He's not a developer. He's like a lawyer or something like that. But he's one of these people. He speaks really well, so he explains complex things quite
Easily.
simply.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should get him on.
You'd have to reach out to him.
Yeah,
because I obviously don't know this guy. I haven't got the details. But yeah, FIRO, you are into areas of resistance at the minute, both horizontal and diagonal. So I'd expect some sort of pullback, but realistically, you'd want some sort of breakout confirmation. And then same sort of thing for Dash, but you have got breakout confirmation for Dash. So if you go smaller time frame, you'd want to be looking. We had the breakout, we had the retest. This is where you should have bought, and then we've had our break higher. The key thing is we want to see some follow through, i.e., how high we're going to go. If we do go to the falling wedge target, you're likely looking at 340 minimum, really. So if privacy state keeps itself in the spotlight, there could be some more gains to be had. So yeah, just watch them. The key thing is you want to be holding big areas of support. We're right on one now. If you can't see that, there you go. Why is that support? Well, we've got rejected here as resistance, rejected here as resistance, here as support, here as support, and then resistance again before breaking up. So we need to be holding this level. Ideally, if not, we'd probably likely come back down to about 58.
And what also happened with these coins is that because they got this masternode concept, right? So to hold a Dash masternode, you need to have 1,000 Dash, which in today's money is like 78 grand.
Right.
But that gives you an income of something like 8%.
What, a year?
Yeah. But you get paid you'll get a little payout every like day or so. And you can also then vote. So when I was showing the thing, you can then vote on what happens with the money in the treasury, things like that. Right, so it kind of sucks you in so that you can really be involved in the development of this money that you're now invested in. It's I think it's anybody considering buying those. I think FIRO also have masternodes, but I don't think they have a treasury. Well, they didn't previously. But yeah, those are the three, I think, for my money. I wouldn't go with Zcash because I felt like Zcash was always where it entered the market overpriced.
I'm going to be biased and say Xano just because I have it. So please pump my bags.
Xano also,
and it's still small. It's still small though.
Yeah, but Xano's interesting because Xano's bigger than the others. Well, not bigger than Dash, but it's a lot bigger than
Xano's not bigger than. Oh yeah, it's bigger than FIRO and PivX.
Yeah. But Xano's interesting because Xano, they will build an L1 like Dash have built an L1. I think Xano were doing it with like colored coins. But having an L1 kind of the thought behind it is that you then have like an Ethereum type network where everyone can join and start doing DeFi or start doing this, that, and the other. But you have privacy built into the protocol itself.
So even once they've built that layer one, you've still got the privacy layer.
Yes. Yeah, because the privacy is integral to the actual network. The problem with Dash, and every time I say this, they come for me, is that their privacy is not very good. They've got privacy by obfuscation, which means effectively when you've got enough compute power, you should be able to undo all of the jumbling that they've done to make it private. It's an argument that these sorts of people have all the time. And like the Dash guys will be like, oh, CryptoSI, you're talking rubbish. Like our thing is so strong. No one can break it. If they could break it, show us when they broke it. But then the people who do actual zero knowledge will be like, you're just jumbling it up. You're idiots because it's still there. The link is still there. Just what you're saying.
If you wanted to figure it out, you could.
Yes. So what you're saying is no one's unjumbled it yet. But when quantum computing comes along, you'll be able to unjumble all of those transactions. So all of the sneaky money that you sent to someone else's wife.
Would they not be able to update though prior to quantum computing being available?
No, because you can't update what's already happened because it's happened. So when it's happened, it's solidified in the block. With the updates that
Could they not
like
update the protocol to make it
yes.
better?
So you can do, but that would mean that from here on out, you wouldn't be able to unjumble it. If that makes sense. But the jumbling that you've already done, you've done a certain amount
you
of
can't
jumbling,
go back and
then you've set it
re-jumble.
right because you've set it in stone, and the knot has been tied. Imagine it's a knot. The knot's been tied. Now
you can't go back and undo that knot.
Yeah, if you come back with quantum computing, you can undo the knot, and you can say, "Oh, well, this guy paid that guy." By the way, maybe it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but it's always going to be there. That's what blockchains do. Now, with zero knowledge, there is nothing there, so you can't come back with quantum computing and undo it. Now, that's a bit different to like with Bitcoin. The worry is that with quantum computing, you can get the private key from the public key. But there is a way to mitigate that by just changing how the private key is created from the public key, which is called address schemes. So it's all kind of complicated. But yeah, overall, I think that Dash really need to revisit their privacy. They've got their L1 built now. So next job should be privacy.
Right, well, we'll quickly dive into the PolyMarket stuff that was put on during our AMA. And then we will go into our predictions.
Yes.
And look at this, Jeff. We're up 41% on one of them, 24% on the other, down 34% on one, and then up 3% on the last. So first of all, why did we put these bets on? Now, I apologise, I haven't released the AMA yet. Unfortunately, we didn't have anyone with us live, and it's probably due to our own fault because we put the message out probably, well, it was a day before, wasn't it?
So it wasn't even a whole day.
No, it probably wasn't even a whole day. So it was just literally me and Carl having a waffle and a catch up, basically. But anyway, we had the PolyMarket set up like we discussed in last waffle, and we put the bets on. So, and the bets at the time, there's two of them here. What price will Bitcoin hit in 2025? Now, when we put these on, we were probably at what, 800k? Somewhere down there? Yeah, we were quite low. And the odds on Bitcoin to hit 130 and 120, but they just seem far too cheap in our point of view, because especially we're remaining of the bullish opinion that we will likely be heading higher into end of year. We put on one of pump.fun hitting 1 cent, and you might be thinking, are you nuts? You guys some sort of idiots? But no, we're not. Let me show you why. I need to share my full screen really, rather than just a window.
Yeah, this sharing a window is an annoyance.
Where is pump? So you might be thinking, oh, idiots, saying pump's going to go to a cent. A cent's there, the green line. We've already been to, well, we were, let's see how many percentages off of a percent. 13% off. From current price, we only need 134% move, which I don't think is out of the picture. The one thing that worries me, and it goes back to what we were talking about at the start, new coins normally have some sort of ridiculous sell-off. Like we had this move up and we saw a sell-off, but it was only 67%. Usually it's that 70 plus like bracket, and it lasts for a while normally. So like XPL is something like this. Trump, look at that. IP, you had this long-awaited thing. World Liberty Finance is another one. Yeezy coin, like it normally lasts a while. I think
pump is different though.
I know it's got a totally different narrative behind it. Like I totally accept that it's got fee generators and all this sort of stuff, but that's the one thing that worries me. Other than that, like from a TA point of view, you've got this nice trend where we've got a series of high lows. We've got a higher high. I think the next move could be the one to that cent, and that's kind of the thinking behind our PolyMarket bet. And we did that. We put it on $3 you might be thinking, oh, that's pussy stuff, but we've only got $100 accounts, so we're trying to be sensible and see how long we can last on this. And the last one may be bias, but we've gone for Dogecoin to hit all-time highs by 2026. It's a total long shot. We know that. Hence why we've only put $2 on it, because if this does come in, it's a great return for us on our tiny account. So the risk to reward.
And it doesn't even have to come in; it just has to become more likely.
Yeah, even if we got to 50 cents, like we could sell our position, take our original back, take a bit of profit off the top, and be done with it. And I was going to discuss that. Do you reckon? Is there any trimming needed to be done on these positions? Mainly these two.
It's
up 41%.
The Bitcoin to reach 130, I think, is the one that we need to look at.
Do we need to do anything with it now? Do we need to sell any of these shares?
Thing is, right, if we go up to, and this is the thing with PolyMarket, if we go up to 110, that chance of going to 130 is going to...
Oh, yeah, that goes straight through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, go on.
But do we get to 110? Because I feel like we've had our little bullish run now.
I think we do. No, I think we do. I think we do actually run to 110.
Okay.
It could be a high low, yeah. But I think we do have some sort of relief rally.
We at least get that high.
Yeah, into 110. But then again, like my sensible head saying, right, hang on a minute, you're up 41%. Do you take back $1 or $2? Yeah.
Nah,
we leave them.
We're in it to win it, baby.
Okay, let's sit on it. But whilst we're here, do we want to participate in anything else on the trending screen at all that you can see? See,
yeah, Maduro's not going anywhere.
Who's this?
He's the leader of Venezuela.
Ah, so we reckon Maduro out?
No, I don't think so.
Not out at all?
No.
Yeah, they're saying 96% no. Supreme Court rules in tariffs. What will Trump say during the Syria president events? How long will Trump? Blah, blah, blah. Government shutdown. They reckon it ends this week. PolyMarket.
About bloody time.
Yeah. Indeed. Anything else of interest?
What's that Uniswap Cup?
No
Who does
idea.
the most volume, isn't it?
Where's the T's and C's? This market will resolve according to the winner of the 2025 Uniswap Cup. If the tournament is permanently cancelled or otherwise hasn't been completed by December the 31st, this market will resolve to other. The resolution score will be official information from Uniswap. Let's have a little look. Uniswap Cup.
A single day soccer tournament.
Football tournament featuring your favourite teams in crypto. All right. Well, this is new.
If you're going to DevConnect.
Since when did all of these cryptos have football teams?
If they'd have let me know, I would have...
Yeah, where's the call-up?
Who would I have played for? Let's see. All right, hold on.
Right, so they've got 1inch Zora, Wormhole, ZK Sync, Wallet Connect World, Optimism, Ledger, ETH Foundation, ENS.
It's David Hoffman. Is that the guy from Bankless?
Probably, yeah, I think it is. That's nuts. Why is this a thing?
This is brilliant.
Why is this a thing?
Right, okay, so we get to bet on who we think's going to win.
Yeah, but we don't know anyone that's in the teams.
We only have to find one.
Literally stabbing in the dark.
We definitely have to go for this, right? We have to find one guy who can actually play.
But you don't want one guy. You need a team. They're playing football here.
Yeah,
like you put Ronaldo against a team, Ronaldo loses.
Not if he plays against a team of computer programmers.
I mean, the only ones I'm thinking is actually betting on Uniswap Labs and Uniswap Foundation, just in case they fixed it. Simple thinking.
Arbitrum.
I mean, the favourite is this one.
Actually play this game. Cup of Joseph. He can't play for.
What's this thing? Kriya Kimeto. Never heard of it.
Crescimento.
Yeah, Crescimento. Don't know what that is. No, we can't bet on this. That's pure gambling. We're not here to pure gamble. We're making educated guesses.
Okay. I'm looking for if there's any of them that I recognise anybody and think, yeah, they look like they could actually play.
There's so many.
So many teams.
So many markets on here.
Oh, these lot are so lucky that I didn't enter this.
So lucky.
So lucky.
Can't believe you didn't get the call up. Fuming.
I would have put together a team of ringers.
Fuming.
I would have put together a team of ringers.
We should have just sent our football team that we sponsored.
Well, they're playing at the weekend.
Yeah, they're playing on Friday, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I need to see if I can get down there at some point.
Yeah. MetaMask launch a token? No. Oh, Canton.
Yeah, it's a resolve though. There's not much else, if I'm honest. Zcash hit 1,000.
Let's do our predictions and let me go to dinner.
Yeah, let me go to here. Crypto Waffle. So, predictions from last week. The direction is correct.
Yeah, but we went down before we went up.
Well, no, not really. Here's where we predicted it, where my cursor is. Actually, no, sorry, tell a lie, that's Tuesday. Yeah, ignore me.
Yeah, 106. We was at 106 when we started, so we went down and we came back to where we started.
Yeah, nothing there. Same for ETH, unfortunately. We had one final flush. Kendall. I mean, again, is that a final flush? Yeah, we had a final flush on that. But heading towards my direction. So close, but yet so far. I said 45. Currently,
I said 35.
Hit a high of 43.
Well, what was the low? Go back. I think you almost touched my low. What's that?
Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, I'll give that to you. On Tuesday, we hit a low of 35.4.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's
1-0.
go.
Well done, sir.
1-0.
And then Asta, Monday was there. It looks like...
We were at 95 at the time.
Yeah, so we come down to my target. 84, was it? 85?
Yeah, yours was 85. So is that
1-1.
Oh, damn it. Did we not go up to mine?
No, look, we're on our way. See, this was the trade, and what's frustrating is we put an Asta long on, which is correct, and we're in the money. But what we should have had, or what we should have thought of, but then ignore all of that, because you could be saying that for every idea going. And then just
yeah.
I was going to say have limit orders down at one below for the higher, but yeah, you'd forever be guessing. Ignore all of what I was about to say.
Hindsight's 2020, isn't it?
Indeed. Bitcoin, so where do we think this week, Jeff?
Oh, can I say 112?
Yes, you can, sir. That's where we were last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to join you.
I shouldn't say this because I know I'm feeling bearish. I don't know why I'm just always foolish.
Well, the key was, and I said this last time, that we had the weekly close above the purple line, and we had it. Every time that's happened, not to say that this time is going to be the same, but look. So, let's see. Let's see. But yeah, I'm going to join you 112. I think that's reasonable. ETH weekly close above the key area again. This is going to be so good if this is a fake out on ETH and Bitcoin. From a chart point of view, that's going to be so good.
I'm going to say 4K.
Was that as our target from last week?
Last week mine was 4.2.
Right, can I take 4.2? You do 4K.
Yeah.
Yours was 4K, so there.
What other ones are we going to do?
What, I reckon we got to do some privacy coins.
Okay.
So should we do Zcash just because it's the talk of the town? And then should we choose one other?
I want to do that Canton.
CC, okay. Yeah, we'll do Canton. I've already got it on here. Where we gone? Oh, it's in our watch list, that's why. We need to add Zcash in as well. And then let's just have a look. What's been the top gainer that's not a privacy coin in the last 24 hours? World Liberty Financial. Look at that. And Trump is up big.
Yeah.
Should we do Uniswap actually?
I feel like Uniswap's not really going to move anywhere.
We'll do what? World Liberty Finance then?
Yeah, let's do WLF.
Plus, World Liberty Finance.
It's got to be on thing as well.
So, oh no, that's Circle. Why have I moved Circle in there? I want Canton. So first up, Canton. Let's get into like the 1 hour chart. Actually, let's do even lower than that. 30 minutes. Holy. And there's nothing.
I'm gonna say,
what about if we do 5 minutes?
I'm going to say 0.08.
Shorting, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this thing comes down before it goes up.
Does it though, Jeff?
It doesn't have a fee generating model that's worth.
Does it though, Jeff? What's to say that it doesn't go to 14 cents before going lower? Can I say 14 or is that too close?
No, you can say it.
What's that? That's a 17% move. I'm just thinking, because it's a new coin, it's going to be like World Liberty Finance, where if you look, I mean, this is a 10-minute chart, but we go to the 4 hour and we look at its fall. It wasn't in a straight line. We had plenty of ups and downs. So I can't help but feel, if we go back to the 10-minute, such a degen. I can't help but feel this maybe goes to like... Actually, can I say... Let's say 15. I'm going to say 15. And what did you say? 8 cents?
Yeah.
Cool, you're not even on my screen. I had to readjust.
It's dumping, baby.
CryptoSI, and then me. Boom. Right, Zcash, get off the 10-minute, 4 hour. Let's have a look. What do we think? What do we think? Potential double top here. Potential. Slight bearish divergence going on as well. Actually, no, you haven't, because that's just a double top in RSI.
That does look like a horrific double top. And we've had a big old run.
I don't know. Yeah, we have had a big old run, but the trend is your friend until it's broken. And I'm not sure the trend's fully broken on this yet. That's proper alt season vibes, isn't it?
Can't fade it. I'm going to say 700.
700?
Yeah.
Ballsy.
Don't fade Zuko.
700. Right,
Zuko's like the face of Zcash, the leader of the ECC.
What do I want to do? Do I play the dangerous game? Do I play the dangerous game? Do you know what? I'm going to say, can I say 400?
Yeah.
400. I think we could chill out for a bit. We could definitely chill out.
World Liberty Financial.
Yeah, what do we think? Is this just another bear market rally? Or is this time different? What do we think?
I'm going to go bearish.
Yeah?
I'm going to say, 10 cents. Big old drop.
Ooh, indeed. Holy, that's a massive drop.
Yeah.
That's fresh lows.
Fresh lows, yeah.
So the thing is, do we hold this support? Do we hold this support? You know what? I'm going to take a punt. I'm going to say 19. Because if we actually have some follow through from Bitcoin, I think we could get it. Right, then, sir, over to you to share the Hyperliquid. How have we done on our new account for the first week?
All green, baby.
Oof.
40% on Asta and 10% on Pendle.
Didn't we talk about having these as 2-week things? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
If we
can keep them going if we want to.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
I'm just putting the charts up for both Pendle and Asta.
I like Asta still.
Again. Yeah, that's the one I think I was going to say. If we're going to keep one open, I think it's that.
That was the one that was kind of oversold, weren't it?
Yeah. Let's have a look at Pendle. Yeah, Asta looks good. What I prefer about having this 2-week thing. So what I'm thinking is we take the Pendle. I think we can take that one off. And then with Asta, maybe we look at what's our entry point on Asta, by the way? Was it 90 cents?
Yeah, 95. 95.
Maybe we have like a stop. Maybe we have our stop loss at 95, so it knocks us out for nothing.
Okay.
If we get there. But actually, that's quite tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, we are squeezing. The Bollinger Bands are squeezing.
Wait a minute.
What's our stop loss currently at?
75.
Right, okay. I think maybe we can bump that up a bit.
To 90?
Yeah, I was going to say 90. Agree. 90. And that way, if we do get taken out, it's not going to be for a lot, is it? And this way, we also give the trade time to run. You just need to go to edit the position. You're buying more there.
Oh,
so if you
I deleted it.
Yeah, if you go positions, no, you're just open orders. There you go. 90 cents. So we can only lose 15% now. Love it. Right, so then which other trade do we want to take for this week? Now, we both need to agree, but this is going to be difficult because we've gone either side on most of them.
Apart from ETH.
Yes, and Bitcoin. No, yeah, we're
Bitcoin,
both direction. We're both correct.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we have a little pop at ETH? I'm feeling ETH.
Yeah, let's do ETH.
A little ETH long.
Little ETH long. Oh, not ETH-FI.
I was going to say stop loss at like 3.2.
TP, should we not have one?
Or 4K? Well, where are we? 4K, 4.2. Why don't we do 4.1? Bang in the middle. That's a decent little return on ETH if we can get it. What's that? 2x, 3x we're using?
Yeah, 3x.
Yeah, about 45%. That's not bad. That's sensible. We're being sensible. I like it.
Let's go.
So we've updated the Asta trade. Stop loss now at 90 cents. Still open. And we've done ETH as a long up until 4.1 from current price.
Yeah.
I like it.
We didn't take the Canton short, which I wanted.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Do you reckon we try and be a little bit cheeky with this one?
Oh, shall we do? Yeah.
Should we do a small position? So like limit order at mine and then down to you?
Down to mine. Yeah, let's do that.
I like that.
Do that. We'll do it only 2x.
Yeah, 2x short.
3x, we'll keep it at 3x, but I'll do it at half the size. Where do I put the price?
You're buying at the moment. You want to do sell and then limit. Yeah. So what was mine? 15 cents. 19. It was 15. So your limit shorting at 15. No, we're at 11. So what I'm saying is we're saying if we think it bounces, then goes to your short. Correct?
Yeah, so what do you reckon? It goes up to 15?
Yeah. Well, we can cut that down if you want. We could do like 13 if you want.
No, I think 15's right.
Yeah? And then take profit down at you, like 8 cents.
Because your target is 19.
No, it's 15.
Why have I put 19 here?
I don't know. My target's 15. Then I'd do a stop loss at like 19 you can have as a stop loss. I think that gives you plenty of room.
Take profit.
Your one.
10.
Was it 8, wasn't it? 10?
10.
All right, okay.
Right, we good?
Spicy. I like it.
That's brilliant. Do like a limit short.
Yeah. Come on. Do your thing. Do your thing.
It's like this God candle here.
Yeah, that's just on hype though. That's not on my chart that I'm looking at. That's just a hype chart. It's a hype chart thing.
Well,
that sums it up for this week.
Time, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me give you a screenshot.
Go on. Yeah, send it all over. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to all the live viewers around the world, wherever you may be stationed. But until next time.
We shall see you next Monday.
Do you know what I was going to say? I was just going to mention on our trades, right? So if you go back to the trade quickly. Sorry to keep you from your dinner. But we've actually been paid on the Asta trade to having it open as well. You see, we're positive in funding. So if you go back to positions, look at the funding on the right-hand side.
Yeah, because that means there must
you're
getting
paid to be a bull. Yeah, you're being paid to be a bull.
So generally that occurs when everybody's shorting and you're longing.
Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day as well that apparently institutions are max short again on equities.
They're what?
Where is it? Hedge funds are shorting at faster pace at the fastest pace since April. Hedge funds have ramped up up short positions to the highest level since April, signalling growing bearish sentiment across equity markets and investors, hedge against economic weakness, raising rates and earnings pressure, and increasing market volatility.
Look at this one.
You know,
strategy. Past month return.
You know what that means, don't you, when hedge funds are max short?
No. Long time to long.
Send it higher.
Send it.
More pain. More pain is due. We've had our VIX spike as well a couple of weeks ago. VIX should melt back down now, I would have thought, unless something happens.
Could we? Have you seen this? This guy.
What are you looking at here?
These like vaults. So I didn't know you could do this. I guess this is like copy trading, right? Where you put some money in and these people trade it on your behalf.
I don't know. I don't know what the vaults are on Hype.
I'll have to look into it, and I'll have news for us next week.
Have a little dabble.
Well, all right. I'm going to add that to next week's thing.
Hype vaults. What are they? How do they work?
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
All right, geezer.
All right, no worries. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you all later. Adios.